All right, what's going on, guys? In this video, we are going to review how to create an expert advisor, but this particular expert advisor, we're going to actually create it, put it on a live chart, and I'm going to let you guys see the EA in action. All right, so first let's go over to our MT4. This is a live account, and guys, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe because I want to also do another video in the future on how we take these small accounts, like you see this 30284, which was deposited on the 15th of November, just a couple of weeks ago. And you can see here it's at 754, which is about a $450 profit on the account. So anyway, we'll do that. We'll show you guys that in another video. These are all trades right here, all on GBP USD. So we will show you that in another video. So we've beefed this account up just a little bit so we can run this expert advisor. I can show you guys how it works. So the very first thing we need to do is we need to come over here and determine our parameters, meaning what are we going to base our EA on. So for this particular example, we're going to base it on the stochastics. You see the parameters is 7, 4, and 4. Also, this is the 5-minute chart. Now, to create an expert advisor, you can write code to create the advisor. You can write code in Visual Studio if you wanted to, but a lot of people don't know how to do that, and that is a very steep learning curve. So what we are going to do, we're going to, of course, use EA Builder. All right. So EA Builder is what we use, eabuilder.com. If you want to create an indicator, it is absolutely free. An indicator is what you guys see on the chart, which hints at different buy and sell signals. But what we are going to create an expert advisor, and the way we do that, we'll hit new, and let's just name it. We'll name it. Let's name it Quick Trade or Quick Profit. Quick Profit, and in the comment section. This will use a stock 744. All right, so we'll create this. All right, so the first thing we want to do is add a condition. Now, our first condition will be when the stochastics cross. Now, this is a buy. It's let's go back over so you can see this. This is a buy order. So when should this expert advisor open a buy order? That's what this is saying. So this is going to open a buy order here. I want it to open a buy order here when this line right here crosses over this line right here. All right, and let's see which one is the signal line. This is, so we may just have to do a little bit of research. Actually, let's do this. Let's go over the chart, indicator list, so we can see which one is the signal line. Let's go to edit. All right, so let's see if we can change the signal line to, oh, well, the signal line is the dark blue line, this choppy line. The deep sky blue line, which is this one, is actually the main line. So we want when the main line crosses over the signal line, it is a buy. When the main line crosses below to the downside, the signal line, we want to sell. So let's go back over here. And let's add a condition. So that condition is when the main line crosses over the signal line. So let's go and find our stochastics on the let's see, I think I just passed it here. All right, stochastics. Now, what do we say we wanted to use? We want to use 7, 4, and 4. All right, so this is the, let's go down and look at this. This is the indicator buffer. Now this is they call it the baseline, but you know there's only two lines. So there's a main line and a signal line, or a baseline and a signal line. So we want when the baseline crosses above, let's look at what this crosses above the stochastic 7, because we want to use the same stochastic, we just want the other line here. So all right, so the baseline crosses above the signal line, we want to buy. Boom. All right, so now we have that in here. All right. Now the next thing we want to do is we have to set our take profit and our stop loss. All right, and we'll worry about the sell position in just a minute. I'll show you a very, very quick way to implement the sell order without doing what we just did, because we already did the buy order, so we'll just do the reverse to do the sell order. All right, so let's see how many pips this normally goes. So let's see, this crosses here. It would have got in here. Okay, so we'll put a stop loss of, we'll just say 5 pips, and we'll put a take profit of 10 pips. Before this video, let's just do 5 and 5. Let's do a stop loss, 5 pips. Let's do a take profit, 5 pips. All right. Now, for the opposite side of this expert advisor, we want to open a sell order. We want to put in those parameters where we can come over to the create the opposite of buy order and just hit the button, and it creates the opposite of this, and we just want to double check it. So when this main line crosses below the signal line, let's make sure this is right. Go look at the, all right, the main line is the dark, or is the deep sky blue. So when that line crosses below the signal line, we want to sell. All right, crosses below the signal line, we want to sell. 5 pips, 5 pips. That's our take profit and stop loss. Now, we don't have to do anything on the close trade because we are going to close the trade out when it hits our stop loss or our take profit. Common, this tab. We are not using or implementing any type of trailing stop or anything, so we can leave this up here alone. We do want to make sure in this section, we do want to make sure that it only opens, we'll say 2 trades, a maximum of 2 trades. So if it, let's just say this crosses over and then it crosses back over, it could potentially put us in 2 trades, but that's the max we want to allow. Maximum open trades is 2, and it is going to allow hedging. That means it can open a buy order and then come back and open a sell order. All right. Now, what we want to do is we want to open next trade after, because what this does, this line as this bar moves. Okay, so this line is crossing above. This is a better example. This line is crossing above, so this would initiate a buy order. However, this will go up and down, and this will tip up and down until this candle closes, and every time it does that, it will open another trade. So within this one candle here, it will just open up 2 trades because that's the max we will allow, but we don't want it to do that. So we want the next trade to actually open on the next candle. So we need to designate that and tell it that we want it to do that. So next open trade after 1 bar. So don't open multiple trades on the same bar. Only open the trade on the next bar or after that bar is closed. All right, and we can also do 2 bars just to kind of spread it out a little bit. Okay, so that's that. The next thing we need to do is money management. We are going to do a fixed lot size, not of $1 per pip, but of 10 cents per pip. This is just for notifications. I'll leave this off. Right now it prints to the journal. Any errors, audible alerts or emails, you can turn that on if you wanted to. I usually don't. Do anything here. And this is the source. This is the expert advisor. So we are going to copy this code, hit the copy button and do Control C. All right. And then we're just going to go over here to our navigator, and let me do this. And this is a live account. All right, expert advisor. I'll do create in meta editor. All right, expert advisor. Next, We want to name this the same as we named it over in the other in the program. And by the way, to get access to the program, just look in the comments. I have the link in the comments. So we named this, what was it? Quick Profit. Quick Profit. So we'll carry that name over here. Quick Profit. Hit next. Next. Finished. So what this will give you is just the basis or the root syntax for the code for MQL. You want to delete that. You don't need that. So you just hit paste. And by the way, what I just did is I highlighted all of the text, hit delete, and then I came here and hit Control V, which pasted it, or you could just right click and go to paste here. So this is it. This is the Expert Advisor. I'm going to go to compile because this is a language that needs to be compiled. 0 errors, 0 warnings, and now we are ready to go. So let's go over here and let's refresh. All right, Quick Profit is right here. Quick Profit. Now, before we put this on the live chart, and I will do that in just a minute, let me open up the strategy tester here. And let's just make sure it works like we want it to work. So let me go and find it here. Quick Profit. Now I'm going to run this on a 5-minute chart. I may do it on a 1-minute chart just so we can see some trades take place during the video. But within the strategy tester, I don't know if it will actually, if it'll actually run it on a 1-minute chart. But just because sometimes those 1-minute charts act a little funny. We will be running this on GBP USD, and let's leave visual mode on, and let's just do, since it's a 15-minute chart, let's see if we can just do yesterday, or not yesterday because today is Monday. Let's see if we could do Tuesday. So yeah, let's see if we could do Tuesday. We may want to push that out a day. All right. So let's hit start. And let's see. All right, there we go. All right, so we just want to verify that it's working the way we want it to work. Let me remove the grids. All right. So this opened up a sale because the green line, which is the line that we indicated to cross over, crossed over. So it opened up a sell position there. Should have opened a buy here, which it did, right up in this area right here. Opened a sell here. It's in the options menu under tools. You need to make sure under Expert Advisors that this box is checked. Allow automated trading. All right, mine's already checked, but I wanted to show you all that. Okay, so this is our chart. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on. All right, this will be a perfect trade, and well, let's just jump pretty hard. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and activate this. Open up the navigator, take the Quick Profit EA, drag it to the chart, and I'm just going to make sure this box is checked, but we're good here. All right, and the EA is running. Let's get this out of the way here, and let's open back up the navigator so you can, or the terminal, so you guys can see this trade. Okay, it's about to put on a sell position here, and it will close the trade out once it gets 5 pips in profit. What I'm going to do though, once it gets in profit a few pips, I'll probably manually close the trade instead of letting this close the trade, just because this is a live account. But I may just let it run. It's only 10 cents per pip, so I'll be watching it. So let's just see. So right now the market is moving. This is a 1-minute chart. The time is now about 9:27 p.m. Central Standard Time. So the market isn't moving the fastest, but this is a 1-minute chart, so it should move fairly quick here. All right, so let's just see. And it looks like the market is pretty much froze at this level. And guys, if you want to see why the market freezes at certain levels, be sure to watch the other video that's on the channel about broker manipulation for. All right, so just got to be patient here. And that's the thing with an expert advisor. The computer does all the work. The EA does all the work. You don't have to sit here and watch it, even though I always monitor my trades. Or I get the notification going to my phone to make sure when a trade is put on, I am available to watch it to make sure it's doing what I want it to do. All right, so we got another push up. So, okay, that looks like it's reversing a little bit. All right, here we go. Boom. There is our entry. All right, it entered right where we wanted it to enter. As soon as this line tipped right here, boom, we entered. All right, so now we're inside the trade. As you can see, the stop loss is already set for us at those 5 pips based on the parameters we put in. So now the EA is running and working. So we haven't did anything, but we just created the EA and put it on the chart. So now let's see if it is going to get us out or if this is going to be a loss. Now this is kind of tricky because the overall market is, let me look at this other screen here. And again, this is a live account. Be sure to subscribe, because we also want to show you guys in one of the future videos how we took this account from, and we do it all the time, take a $50 account or a $300 account and run it up to thousands of dollars. So this account you're looking at is a live account. We ran this account up to 754. We just created this account, but I'm just using this account as a demo, but I am also using this account for something else. So be sure you guys subscribe and so you can catch that video. All right, so now it's just a waiting game. It's just a waiting game to see if this is going to go 5 pips south so that we can close the trade out, or if it's going to spike up and then close the trade out, or spike up and hit the stop loss. All right, so we are almost in profit. So we are almost in profit here, and as I said, the market isn't moving that fast. It's moving very slow actually, because this is a 1-minute chart. So usually London session, it'll be moving much quicker than this. So yeah, so that's it. That is the video. I will probably pause the video and let it run just a second, and once this get here, I will close it out, because again, this is an example, and if this was a real trade, meaning if we wanted to trade this and use this for long-term use, I probably would not run it on the 1-minute chart, only because the swings on the 1-minute chart are very volatile. Probably would trade it on the 30-minute chart or the hour chart. So on the 30-minute chart, for example, this cross right here would have gotten us in around this level right here. We would have had a 13 or 14 pip pullback or drawdown for this trade, or continuation. This is not really a pullback, but this would have went against us about 13 pips, and then it would have went up in our favor about 26 pips. Again, here, this would have opened the trade here. It would have also opened a trade after 2 bars. So if it opened a trade, let's see here, after 2 bars, it would have opened another trade here. We would have been in 2 sell positions, which is our max. The drawdown would have been, let's see here, 7-8 pips, and look at that, it went down as far as 67 pips, but during that same day it went down 39-40 pips. So that's definitely something we would want to implement on the 30-minute, 1 hour, or these higher time frames. Of course, we would need to adjust the 5 pip stop loss and 5 pip take profit. And if you look at the daily chart, something like the daily chart, that crosses over like this, and I mean, this could be huge. You see this cross right here, it would get you in here. about a 66 pip drawdown, but look at this, 477 pips. Or something like this, get you in around this level, no drawdown, 300 pips, or hold it a couple of weeks, 528 pips. So, and this runs, the way this runs, it runs on whatever chart you have it on. So right now, if this was to cross, it's already crossed, but if this was a cross while we were making this video, it would open up a trade right here. The only problem with that is our 5 pip stop loss and our 5 pip take profit would need to be adjusted if we were on those higher time frames. So this right here, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. It would close itself out once it hit those 5 pips, but since this is just an example, I just want to show you guys how the EA enters the trade. Now we would normally hold this until it gets down here or until it hits the 5 pips, but I know this will probably go up because this is somewhat of an uptrend. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe and click on that EA Builder link in the description if you want to use this application the same way we just did, and then leave any questions you guys have in the comments. All right, peace.